So with my Auto Fusion series, the series where we have a 1968 Ford F350, we have a 2000 Lincoln Town Car, we are going to be platforming one car, platforming the truck, and sticking them together to create something that is going to be my ultimate daily shop truck. So with today's video, we have one main focus, and that is to get the front end attached to the cab as it sits on the new chassis, and also everything that goes along with the front end, like the radiator, the AC condenser, the battery, all the grounds, all of that miscellaneous stuff needs to be finalized, because by the end of this video I want to see the truck pulled outside with the front end on it, sitting low, looking good, and I cannot wait for this truck to be done, man. I'm having such a good time doing this project.
And now, you're watching the Father's Day dream gift that is just some peace and quiet, please, channel of YouTube. Welcome to Motivision.
Hey, so what is up and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me yet again on another video. So obviously we want to get the front end put on the car. Now I can start to see which pieces need to go to make that happen, but I'm thinking that I want to clean up this area a little bit first, is kind of where I'm at right now. But actually, as I'm saying that, I'm thinking maybe I don't need to clean up so much. So maybe I'll start to put some pieces on, see where some things land, and then I'll figure out what I have to clean up rather than just cleaning up everything. I'm kind of just winging it, honestly. If you can't tell, the whole project, I know what I'm going to be doing, but I don't know exactly what step I'm doing in what order. So I guess let's start to get some of those pieces on, and we'll see where we're at. All right, so let me grab the hardware that we got over here. Dude, the amount of bolts that are in this car on this front end is pretty insane. And they're all very similar size, so I just put them all in a bucket. But I was thinking about soaking these in some parts cleaner. Maybe that's still smart to do, to kind of clean up the threads a little bit. Luckily, as I was taking it out, there was only, I think, one bolt that was not coming out that I had to cut off, so everything's pretty good. Let me grab this little corner piece right here. That'll be what we want to start with. So this support right here, every one of these holes is for the fender. The hood hinge is right there, and then there's also this inner wheel tub. What I'm thinking I'm going to do, since it's all rusted out anyways, this is where the battery would usually sit, I'm just going to go ahead and cut along this line, so that way I just separate this bar by itself. We don't have room for this wheel tub. I will probably be building a custom tub just like I did on my LS Swap 1988 Honda Accord, and the tub will probably be attached to this, so that's removable as well. So that'll be pretty cool. I guess I need to cut that before I can do anything else. So really quickly, I wanted to take a moment and thank the sponsor of today's video, Carly. Carly is a top-of-the-line automotive scanner that I've been using so much in the shop on my current project, as I need to make sure the town car remains happy and healthy as I'm tearing it down for the new body to go on it. Carly is a sleek scanner that gives diagnostics, live data, battery health, coding, and much more, all with their app on your smartphone. So I wanted to show you firsthand one of the routine checkups that I'm doing on the current project. As you can see, I just plug the code reader into the vehicle, open up the app, connect to the desired vehicle, and then move forward running my diagnostics. Once the diagnostic is complete, I can see that I have an issue with the turn signal circuit. As I'm putting the truck front end back together, I just need to make sure that all the lights are going to work. If I did not figure this out ahead of time, I would have been pulling out my hair trying to chase down a problem that could have been prevented by Carly in the first place, which it was. I also wanted to take a look at some of my live data in real time and show you that I should probably think about getting a new battery pretty soon before this project leaves me stranded as soon as I'm done with it. Check the link down below for an exclusive discount and go ahead and get your Carly device today. Now let's go ahead and get back to the video because we have a lot of work to get done. got the front end going real good. Now what we have to focus on is this piece has to obviously fit with this piece. I have some holes right here. They gotta line up with holes right there and then run straight across. Now just looking at it, I think I'm going to have to cut the frame rails even more. But what I can do, hold this right here, get this measurement from where the holes are to where they need to go, and obviously do that on both sides. Make sure they're relatively even. I think they should be, and then the frame needs to be cut back that much more. So I guess that's the next step. I had to go ahead and get all that stuff out of here. Yeah, I don't know exactly what it's going to take to make this happen, but I'm just thinking about it in a way of what's my next thing in the way? Cut it. What else is in the way? Cut it. On, that's looking good. I took my measurement. Turns out I had to trim off about 4 more inches of the frame. Now obviously in the future here I'm going to want the bumper, which is down here, to attach to the frame, and I don't know exactly how that's going to work. I think I'm going to worry about all of those details a little further down the road. So let's see, we got the grill right here. So right now this is really just a dry fit for everything, just to make sure everything's gonna work. Keep in mind, all of this stuff will have to come off again because of the fact that the front ends, because of the fact that the cab isn't even finalized. It's just kind of temporarily being held together. So one tucks under, one goes over. There's like a sandwich over here of all these things. All right, so that looks good. That maybe looks, oh, that looks better. So the cool thing about all this stuff is everything's located off the cab itself. I mean, if I were to be doing this like on a Civic, for example, the entire structure and all the fender mounts are just where they are. They don't have much to do with the body, you know? So to body swap like a Civic would be pretty difficult, but this truck is actually easier than I was anticipating. So that goes there, that goes there. Everything looks good. Got the grill on. You can see everything sitting a little bit higher, but honestly the radiator's level with this, and this is where the hood comes down to. Like the hood sits flush right here, so the location of the radiator, I'm absolutely happy with where that is. It does hang down a little bit low. My goal would be, I need to make sure the bumper is lower than the radiator and AC condenser. If anything, the radiator and condenser could come up a few inches, no problem, because I got room to go up. But dude, how crazy is this? Not even 7 days ago, this entire cab and truck was one unit. I bought the gantry lift on Sunday. I'm filming this on Friday, so not even a week. And I picked up the gantry lift with this truck 100% running on a completely different platform. Crazy stuff, dude. Definitely happy. You gotta let me know what you think about this. Bro, do you see this? How this looks? so close to the ground. I can't believe it. Like I said, within less than a week, we got this entire truck off of one platform onto a completely other platform. Now keep in mind, we are far from the finish line. Nothing is finalized, nothing is secured whatsoever. So my train of thought at this present moment is this main bar in the front. This is really heavy duty. That's really close to the frame that I trimmed back. I need to make sure this bar in the front is attached to the frame in the front, so that way that's nice and stable. If this heavy duty bar is stabilized and the cab is stabilized, the fender floats and locates everything between it. And that's exactly how it was in the F350 itself. As of right now, this big heavy front is just being held up by the fenders. So hypothetically, I could just... The hell is going on? Dude, how sick is this? So what I ended up actually doing is the lower half of the radiator support that was in the town car, I fused it with the radiator support that's going to be in here now. And the reason why I did that, and when I say fused it, I mean welded it. The reason why I did that is because that supports the AC condenser as well as the radiator. It cradles it. Then up top, I just connected the brackets to stabilize it to this radiator support. So all of those components are in here exactly like they were mounted in the town car. And they've actually been pushed back quite a bit, but not to the extent that I'm having to replace hoses and whatnot. So everything is fine on that end. And dude, I just had to come out here and really take it in, really get a good look at it. Now this height is still the exact same OEM ride height that the town car was. The reason why we're able to achieve it looking so low is because we essentially body dropped it. Now this body was obviously never meant to be on this frame, but you can see the difference from here to here as far as where the door is. So that's about 6 inches of body drop, but I don't know if we call it a body drop because this body was never meant to be on here anyways. But the main goal is we wanted to get the truck relatively low at stock suspension so that way the geometry is all correct. And then if we just lower the suspension a little bit to not overexert it, then the truck is going to look really low. So the idea is let's get it at the ride height that I would like it to be at while using factory suspension geometry, so that way we can go down from here. So what I want to do is, this is as complete as we will see the truck for a long time, because I got to go ahead and tear everything down for the finalization phase. I'm going to have to prep all the metal, that way I can weld everything together, but I just wanted to get it out here and really take a good look at it with you because it looks so good, man. I'm definitely excited for this. So let's get it back in the shop now and then tear it down. Like I said, this is going to be as complete as we're going to see it for a long time. I want to take a couple pictures, man, because this is so sick. Let's tear this thing down. So today we took so many steps forward to have to go a couple steps back, and the reason why we have to move a couple steps back is for two reasons. One, what I was discussing earlier, I'm going to have to prep all of my surfaces to weld them out, and in the next video I have 4 of these Johnnies. that we're going to have to work on. So I want the body and everything out of the way so that way I can get access to everything that I need to have access to. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Like this video, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff. You know what it is, YouTube. What you got going on, Lola? I'll see you on the next one. We got some bags. I'm out.